An ITM investigation site News Channel 3 getting answers on something viewers have been asking about now for months.
Yes, fewer Canadians will be renting condos and homes in the Coachella Valley this upcoming winter season. Also, fewer Canadians are buying homes here this year. But is it due to Canadian-U.S. politics or just good business? The answer might surprise you. Here's ITM investigator Jeff Stahl.
Well, the sign behind me, efforts by the city of Palm Springs to recognize the political impacts to Canadian tourism. Those cold weather snowbirds flocking to the desert for sunshine and warmth. It's a large part of what drives our winter tourism-based economy. But with tariffs and new entry requirements for Canadians, seems that when it comes to our friends from the north, everything is going south. The out-of-state license plates are back in town, but few Canadians among them. And don't expect a lot of them this winter. Local realtors say they've already noticed a definite drop in calls of interest from our neighbors to the north. Dave Burke manages dozens of seasonal rentals.
And I have talked to other realtors, and other people and try to get a feel for what's going on with them. And everybody's kind of seeing the same thing.
The same thing is fewer inquiries and a handful of available properties yet to be rented. He says that people typically book them a year in advance.
I still have probably 3 or 4 that are open for season, and that's very rare. Okay. Very rare.
Another agent, Portia Richmond, says usually her inventory is booked a year in advance.
Canadians like to plan.
With the rentals, it's one set of concerns, and I think with the people that are buying, that's a different set of concerns.
The Canadian slowdown is hitting all facets of the market, both rentals and sales. But Stephanie Zinn, a broker at Desert Lifestyle Properties, says it's not just the politics of the new Trump administration and tariffs, but also high interest rates, rising insurance costs, and U.S.-Canadian dollar exchange rates all impacting sales. She showed us an analysis of county tax records obtained through a local title company to point out some stark comparisons on a Canadian sales slump.
18 Canadian buyers in the previous 12 months, and then just in the past 12 months, there's only been 3. That's a big difference.
Zinn's analysis confirms fewer Canadians are buying Coachella Valley properties this year compared to the previous 12 months. One caveat is that the downturn mirrors the overall market. It's all down.
It was a good time for them to sell.
Absolutely. So, we had so many people from Canada purchase properties here during that 2012 to 2015 window when our home prices were extremely depressed because of the Great Recession, and the Canadian dollar was historically strong, almost on parity with the US dollar.
It can be offered furnished. We're currently at $299,000.
Showing us a Palm Desert property he's listed for sale, Nick Miller says a surge of Canadians have cashed in their equity this year on those vacation homes many purchased when our home prices were at post-recession rock bottom lows.
I do statistical analysis every day.
Miller, also a local appraiser for 20 years, says a typical $150,000 local property purchased in 2013 may have doubled or tripled in value to more than $500,000 US. Selling this past 11 months would translate to a windfall. And then add an exchange rate bonus because the Canadian dollar, once nearly equal to our dollar, is now weaker, worth just 71 cents to the US dollar.
They're almost getting an additional 30% back. So, maybe that $150,000 investment could be as much as $700,000 in some cases.
When the snow flies up north, they might come calling anyway, or do you think that it's going to be just a different kind of year?
I believe it's going to be a different kind of year.
Richmond says she expects her remaining inventory to be rented, likely by Snow State Americans, though, although Canadians are always welcome back. Burke also optimistic all his listings will be filled.
Now they're starting to see some good deals, pricing airfare, hotels, even the private home rentals. People are adjusting those prices a little bit. A lot of times once that weather does change, then they reconsider it.
And Zinn says she was surprised by the significant number of Canadians who still own properties in our desert cities.
There's still 921 Canadian condo owners and 429 single-family residence owners in the city of Palm Desert.
So one thing is certain, our U.S.-Canadian ties may be strained, but can ease again, bringing those snowbirds back. For the I-Team, Jeff Stahl, News Channel 3.
Now, to take advantage of this and get a deal, Miller says any buyer should be aggressive. Identify 4 or 5 properties you like and then write aggressive offers to see who's motivated to sell. You can go online to see how many Canadians have sold their homes and condos city by city. Also, how many still have properties here. See the numbers in detail at KESQ.com.